Yoga, as we all know, is an ancient Indian science which is quite popular across the world for its immense benefits on our body, breath, mind, and intellect to reach a state of complete happiness. Today, I am going to give you a brief introduction about what yoga and its basis is. One of the concepts in yoga is called Panchakosha theory. That means Pancha means five, Kosha means layers. So, what are these layers all about? The first basic layer is Annamaya Kosha. That is the one, the physical body, which is formed because of the food Anna we have on a everyday basis. The next one is Pranamaya Kosha, which is based on the breath, breathing, or prana, or chi in traditional Chinese medicine. The third one is Manomaya Kosha, which is mind. The fourth one is intellect or Vijnanamaya Kosha. And the last is the complete happiness, which is Anandamaya Kosha. Yoga tries to integrate all these five layers by different practices. We practice physical postures or asanas to bring in a state of homeostasis in the physical body. Then we graduate ourselves to next layer of practice, that is pranayamas. Specialized breathing techniques help us to bring a state of balance in pranamaya kosha. Once you are done with the physical body, annamaya kosha and pranamaya kosha, now you are quite eligible to practice meditation to bring in a state of calmness and poise at manomaya kosha level, the mind. When we have a regular practice at the physical body, breath, and the mind, we reach a state of complete integration with the intellect, the Vijnanamaya kosha. When all these four different layers integrate and coordinate themselves, we reach a state of complete happiness, and that is Anandamaya kosha. One of the goals of yoga practice is to reach this state. Now, having understood about the basics of yoga, the goal of yoga, and the philosophical basis of it, let us try to understand what are the basic requirements for yoga practice. One of the most important aspects of yoga practice is to be very consistent and regular in the practice. And at the same time, you need to have your mind completely focused on the practice you are going to do and not to allow your mind to sway around on different day-to-day activities. Next important aspect is try to select a silent, quiet, calm and peaceful place in your home, and try to keep the same place for everyday practice so that the energies in that place will help you to enhance your practice of yoga. Make sure that the place is well ventilated and there is good amount of sunlight and air coming in so that you have a good sense of practice and calmness. All the practices in yoga are best when done on an empty stomach. That means early morning time, After your nature calls and overnight fast, your mind and body is ready for the yoga practice. Maybe between 6 to 8 a.m. in the morning. And if it is very difficult to find time in the morning, try to have an alternative arrangement in the evening around the sunset time. Make sure that the dress code is quite comfortable for yourself. It's always better to have cotton fabrics, maybe a t-shirt and a track pant or a short for your practice. Another important aspect for yoga practice is a yoga mat. Today we all have hard floors on which we cannot practice, and it can injure our joints and muscles. So it's good to have a yoga mat, preferably a cotton made, so that which is very skin friendly, which is not very hard nor very cushiony. And important thing is that never rush in the yoga practice. Go with a moderate speed, neither too slow nor too fast. Try to have your mobile phones, televisions switched off, and so that it doesn't disturb your practice and help your mind to focus on the practice what you're going to do. In case when you're practicing in the evening around sunset time, give a minimum of 90 to 120 minutes after your major meal to practice yoga. In case if you have some liquids, maybe a coffee or a tea or a juice, give at least about 30 minutes gap before you get into yoga practice. Taking some water during, before and after yoga practice is quite fine. The last but not the least to understand is that after the yoga practice, you try to give at least 15-20 minutes break before you take any solid food into your body. I hope you have understood the basics and the requirements for the yoga practice. Thank you. Now let us venture into our practice of yoga. To begin with, let us start with basic meditation, which helps us to bring a state of focus of our mind on our practice. Sit on your yoga mat quite comfortably. You can adapt Ardha Padmasana, the half lotus pose, or Vajrasana, the diamond pose, or Sukhasana. The most important aspect of our practice is to make sure that our back is erect, the spine taking its natural curvature. During the next 5 to 8 minutes, we are going to visualize our whole body, right from top of the head till the toe, and also focus on our breath to bring in a state of calm and focused mind for the yoga practice. Make sure you have a pleasant face, no tightness on the face. Adapt the chin mudra, wherein you fold your thumb and the index finger of the palm while the other fingers are extended. Mudras are powerful yogic symbols to channelize our energies. Our eyes are closed, and then just follow my instructions. The face is absolutely relaxed. No wrinkles on the forehead, eyebrows, cheeks, or the mouth. The shoulders are quite relaxed, no tightening or no shrugging. The arms right from the shoulder till the wrist is also well rested, with the wrist resting on the thighs or the knee. The weight of our body is on our hip bones and not on the lower back. Our legs are bent, folded at the knee in a comfortable posture. As you visualize your whole body, your mind is much more focused and calm now. Now let us go deeper and feel our breath now. Feel the movement of the air in and out of the body. Every time you breathe in, the abdomen and the chest expands. And every time you breathe out, it contracts. Continue to feel it. You're breathing in and expanding. While you breathe out, there is contraction. Ignore all other thoughts and sounds from the surrounding which may disturb you. Even if the mind wanders, let us not react. We'll just pull back our mind to focus on our breath again. As we continue to focus on our breath, our mind settles down further, becomes quiet and quite calm. Enjoy that state of body and the mind. This is the state of mind we require to practice yoga further. Keep the same state of mind throughout your practice. Now, without disturbing, you may gently open your eyes. The first chapter of our practice of yoga is Sukshma Vyayam, which is nothing but yogic warm-up, wherein we try to stretch all the joints right from head till the toe in a soft and subtle manner. The focus for us will be on the joints, the corresponding muscles, and in some movements even the focus will be on the breath. The first of the exercises is for the head and the neck. This could be done either sitting on a chair or standing comfortably. while sitting on the chair. Make sure your hip goes to the corner of the chair. The spine is well supported at the backrest. The thighs are well relaxed, placed on the seat of the chair. The feet are completely flat on the floor. Let even the arms and the shoulders be well rested. Your neck erect and eyes closed. This is the best position, sitting on a chair and practicing the warm-up of yoga. In the standing posture, make sure you stand comfortably by distributing the weight of the body and both the legs and knees equally. Let the shoulders and the arms also be well relaxed without any shrug or tightness. Let the back also have an erect state in its natural curve. The first of the head and neck exercise is forward and backward movement of the neck. Let your eyes be closed. Breathe out completely before you start. And while breathing in, bend your neck backwards to whatever extent possible. In the final state, just hold on there for a couple of seconds. And while breathing out, bend your neck forward to touch your chin to the chest. Repeat the same for about 5 times. And every time you bend back, feel the stretch in your throat, the pressure in the nape of the neck. When you bend forward, feel the stretch in the nape of the neck and the pressure in the throat. We need to integrate the breath and the movement. The most important thing in the practice is to make sure the movements are fluid. They are soft, smooth, and at moderate speed, and not to cause any kind of injury. Once you are done with the forward and backward movement of the neck, gently come back to normal position. Next one is the sideward stretch. Let the eyes continue to be closed. Now bend your neck to the right laterally. Our aim is to see that it's just a stretch on the left of your neck, right from behind your ear up to the shoulder. Come along, come back, and turn the neck to the left now. And enjoy the stretch on the right. The aim is not to touch the ear to the shoulder, but feel the stretch. Hold that stretch for 3 to 4 seconds and repeat it about 5 times. You do not need to focus on the breath here. You just need to focus on the stretches. After completing that, gently come back to normal position. And now we go for the third one, the twist of the neck. Let us start from the right side. Turn your neck to the right softly and gently. In the final position, you can feel the stretch on the left side, twist on the right side of the neck. Hold it for about 3 to 4 seconds and then just gently come back and repeat the same on the opposite side. Enjoy the stretch. The stress relieves by itself. There is no requirement to focus on the breathing pattern here. It's just the stretches you need to focus on. We shall repeat it for about 5 times on both the sides. Once you complete it, come back to normal position, and then we go for the last one in this section, the clockwise and anti-clockwise rotation of the neck. Make sure the rotation happens quite soft and slow and not to cause any kind of injury for our neck muscles. To begin with, bend your neck forward to touch your chin to the chest with your eyes closed. Gently start the rotation in any direction you prefer and go along in all the 4 directions and enjoy that stretch. Repeat it for about 3 times. And then gently go for counterclockwise or anti-clockwise. If possible, you can even do 5 repetitions. Once you are done with it, gently stop and relax. That completes the neck movements. Now let us proceed further to the shoulder joint movements. We continue to stand in the same position, having ourselves quite comfortable and relaxed. And if possible, make sure that your eyes are closed. The first of the movements in the shoulder joint is shrugging. Make sure the arms and the shoulders are well relaxed. Breathe out before you start. While breathing in, rise and shrug your shoulder as high as possible without causing any strain. Hold for a couple of seconds in the final position. Feel the stretch, enjoy it, and while breathing out, softly and gently release your shoulders back to the normal position. Repeat the same for about 5 times and enjoy that movement. It loosens up your shoulder joint, shoulders. The second one, shoulders in and out. Now stretch your arms forward at 90 degrees from the body with a loose fist. Bend your arms at the elbow joint and place your palms on the shoulder joint. Breathe out completely before you begin, and while you breathe in, expand the shoulder joints and the arms to be at 180 degrees from the body. Feel the stretch in the shoulders, the compressed pressure in the upper back and the interscapular region. Hold the position and enjoy that stretch for a few seconds. Now, breathing out, bring back the elbows back to the original position to touch each other. Now feel the stretch in the upper back and the interscapular region. We shall repeat the same for about 5 times to loosen up the shoulders and shoulder joint, both in the anterior and posterior aspects. Once you complete the in and out movement of the shoulder, we shall go for the last one, the shoulder rotation. Let us hold on to the same position as we did for the previous one, and then rotate the shoulder forwards for about 3 to 5 times. Make sure the shoulder goes up, back, down and forward. Once you complete the number of times, we go the other way round. Enjoy the stretches around the shoulders, the upper chest, upper back, underarm, the upper arm, all the muscles around the shoulders has a nice stretch with this rotation. Take every precaution not to injure yourself. Go very soft and smooth in your movements. That completes the shoulder movements. Let us proceed further for the elbow joint movement. This could be done either in the sitting or standing position. Stretch both your arms at 90 degrees from the chest. Let the fingers be flexed to form a loose fist and not tight at all. Then flex your arms at the elbows and touch your palm to the shoulder if possible. Feel the contraction of the biceps and the stretch in the triceps. Hold it for a couple of seconds and then extend back to the normal initial position. While extending, feel the stretch in the biceps and contraction in the triceps. Repeat this for about 10 counts. The focus of your mind in this exercise should be completely on the elbow joint and the muscles of the upper arm. That completes the elbow joint exercise. Now to proceed further, we'll work on our wrist joints. They are one of the very important joints of our body. We can hold the same posture as we did for the earlier practices. Even in this, let our awareness be completely on the movements and not to wander on any other thoughts. Fold your fingers in a gentle and soft manner to make it a fist. The first one is the flexion and extension. Flex or bend your wrist downward. Enjoy the stretch in the wrist. Hold it for a few seconds and then extend your wrist upwards and feel the stretch again. Repeat this upwards and downward movement of the wrist for about 5 to 10 times with your complete awareness. Enjoy the stretch in the wrist, the release of the stress in the wrist joint, better flow of blood. Once you complete it, we go for the next one, the sideward movement. You can hold one of your arms with the other arm. Turn your wrist to the sides, left and right, and feel the stretch. Do this for about 5 to 10 times again. This is a very small movement, but still very important. Once you complete it, now let us go for the last one, the rotation of the wrist, both clockwise and counterclockwise. An important note while doing this is to see that there is no movement in your elbows. Rotate the wrist in clockwise for about 5 times, and once you finish it, the anti-clockwise for 5 times. After completing it, you can repeat the same on the other wrist also. That completes the wrist joint movement. Let us proceed further for the next one, the finger joint movements. Usually the fingers are ignored and we cannot do the same. Now stretch your arms forward, bend them at the elbows and place the palms next to your body. We have only one movement for the finger joints. Fold all the fingers at the respective joints and make your fist as tight as possible. Try to put all your energy into it without causing any injury. Do not show that tightness on your face. Hold it there for a few seconds and then release your fingers and stretch as wide as possible. Repeat the same for about 5 times and enjoy the release of stress, tightness in all those small joints. Once you're done with it, enjoy that. Now relax your arms, relax your shoulders. After having completed the upper half joints of the body, now shall we work on the lower half joints. If possible, try to keep your eyes closed for this exercise, and if you're not very comfortable, you can always do it with your eyes open. Avoid these exercises in case if you have any back pain, high blood pressure, or any other condition which may cause any pain for your back. To begin, keep your feet apart by about 2 to 2.5 feet. Make sure you do not lose your balance while practicing this. The first of the movements for the waist is forwards and backwards. Place your palms on the waist, just above the hip bone. The thumb is kept on the lower back and all the other fingers are firmly gripped on the waist. Now bend backwards as much as possible without causing any strain and give 3 times rocking motions within a small range in the bent posture. Now bend forwards, letting your arms loose and free. Once you're done with that, then go back 1, 2, 3, up. Bending forwards, 1, 2, 3, up. Repeat this for about 5 to 10 times depending on your ability and the time you have. Once you complete it, come to the same standing position with your feet wide apart, and we shall go for the next one. The next one is sideward movements. Now place one of your hand above the respective ear, the other arm being loose and free. Now bend your waist towards the side wherein your arm is loose to the extent possible. One, two, three, and come back to the normal position. Switch your arms and bring the other hand on the top of the ear respectively. Keep the opposite arm loose and free next to the waist. Now bend on the opposite side of the waist to the extent possible and repeat the same rocking movements comfortably. Make sure you do not overstretch and injure yourself, but enjoy those stretches. This would help to tone up your waist muscles and also the abdominals. You may repeat these movements about at least 5 to 10 times in your everyday practice. Now that completes the waist movements. Now, having completed the waist movements, we shall go for the next one, the hip joint movements. You can begin in any one of the hip joints. Turn around to the sides. Make sure you stand erect with a distance about 1 to 1.5 feet between the legs. Let the weight of the body be distributed equally on both the feet and the knee. Take the support of your wall or any other object while doing this hip joint movements. The first of them is forwards and backwards. Start swinging your leg at the hip joint forwards and backwards like a pendulum. Make sure not to bend the knee while the leg moves backward, which is a common mistake. Let the movement be done with a moderate speed without any strain on the hip or the leg. At the same time, the waist is not moving, it's quite still. Once you complete it, now we'll repeat the same on the other side. The second of the hip joint movement is sidewards. Continue to hold the support of your arm on the wall or the object. We start the sideward movement of the hip joint. Rise your right leg at the hip joint laterally to the extent possible without bending your waist much. Repeat it for about 10 counts. And once you complete it on the right side, turn around, change the support on the wall or the object, and we shall repeat the same movements on the left hip joint also. This would make our hip joints more mobile, smooth in its movements, and strengthen the pelvic muscles at the same time. This completes the hip joint movements on both the sides. Having finished the hip joint movements, we go down further in the order, the knee joint movements. This is almost similar to the elbow joint movement, which is like a hinge joint. So we can do only one movement, that is flexion and extension. Keep your legs slightly apart from each other. Clasp your hands behind your back. Now the left leg is slightly backward in relation to the right, and you flex the left knee to touch the left heel to the left hip, if possible. In all these movements, make sure the hip joint is not in much action. And then flex the right knee and if possible touch your hip on the right side with the right heel. Then release to come back to normal position. Repeat the same for about 10 times. Once you complete the 10 times, gently stop, release your arms and relax your shoulders. Now let us proceed further down to the ankle joint movement. These movements are similar to our wrist joint movement. In this, we take the support of the wall or any other support. The movements in this joint are independent from other joints. We start with the right leg. Lift your right leg above the floor. The first one of them is the flexion and extension, upwards and downwards. And feel the stretch. Once you complete with it. Now we go for the sideward movement in the right ankle itself. Turn your ankle towards the left and the right side in a soft and gentle manner. Hold the stretch position for a while. Let the range of movement be within your limits and not cause any strain to your ankle. Once you're completed that, come back to normal position. We go for the rotation now in the right ankle itself. That would complete the right ankle movement. Take enough time to repeat the same movements on the left ankle also. The flexion and extension, the sideways, and the rotation. While doing all these movements, as you are taking the support of the wall, you can keep your eyes closed and enjoy the movement and the stretch with it. Once you complete on the left ankle, you may gently stop, release your leg. Now we have come to the end of the Sukshma Vyayam almost. The last one to be done is the toe movements, which is similar to finger joint movement. In order to do this, we'll adapt the same position as we did for ankle joints. We'll start with the right foot. It's always good to keep your eyes closed while these movements are done to increase the awareness. Place your right heel on the ground and lift only the toes above the ground. Flex all the 5 toes together. Hold it tight, firm, tighten, tighten. Then release your toes and extend, stretch it as much as possible as though each toe is being pulled apart. Now again flex it and then release and stretch them out. We shall repeat that for about 5 times. Those small joints getting those stretches makes us feel so good. Once you finish with the right foot, then relax the right foot and we shall repeat the same on the left foot. Take enough time to enjoy those stretches and the movements. Once you complete your left toe movement also, we have completed the whole body stretches for all the joints and the corresponding muscles. With this, we have completed the yogic warm-up, the Sukshma Vyayam. This would help us for all the practices which we are going to do further. The next chapter in our practice is basic breathing exercises. These are like a precursor for our practice of asanas and also for the pranayamas. In the previous chapter, the Sukshma Vyayam, our primary focus was on the movements of the muscles, joints and the ligaments. The breath had taken the secondary focus. Now let us make the primary focus on the breath and secondary on the movement. We should make sure to keep our eyes completely closed in this practice. The first of them is hand stretch breathing. This is done in the standing position. Make sure the distance between your feet is about half to 1 feet. The weight of the body is distributed equally on both the legs. Lock your fingers and place your palms on your chest. Let the shoulders be relaxed without any tightness or a shrug. Eyes are closed and breathe out completely before you begin. While breathing in, stretch your arms forward. While breathing out, bring back the palms back to the chest. Repeat the same for about 5 times. Our focus is completely on the breath and not much on the physical movement. Make sure the movement and the breath is well synchronized. In case you have larger lung capacity, then the movements are slower accordingly. Once you complete the 5 times, now we shall relax ourselves and go for the next practice, the same hand stretch breathing at 135 degrees from our chest. Now breathing in, stretch your arm in front of the forehead. While breathing out, bring back your arms to the chest. Repeat it for 5 times again, with the focus on the breath, not much on the physical movement. Breathing in, you are stretching forward. Breathing out, you're bringing it back. After completing it for 5 times, relax your arms and shoulders. We go for the next one, hand stretch breathing at an angle of 180 degrees, that is above your head. Now breathing in, stretch your arms above the head. Breathing out, bring back your arms to the chest. We shall repeat it for 5 times again. Breathing in, rise up. Breathing out, it comes down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Once you complete it, relax your arms, relax your shoulders, and bring your arms next to the body with your eyes closed. That is the first one, hand stretch breathing. The second breathing exercise is hands in and out breathing. We shall continue to be in the same standing position for this as the previous one. Let your eyes be closed. Stretch your arms at 90 degrees from your chest. Both the arms are parallel to each other. While breathing in, expand your arms until they are about 180 degrees from your chest. And while breathing out, bring back your arms back to the earlier position where we started. Our complete focus here should be on the breath and synchronized with the physical movement. You're breathing in and expanding. Breathing out and bringing your arms together. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. We have repeated it for 5 times. Having completed with that, we complete the second breathing exercise. The third of the breathing exercise is cat breathing or Marjari Asana breathing. For this, we need to stand on our knees. The distance between the knees is the length of your forearm. That is from the elbow to the wrist. Place your palms in front of the knee, about the length of your forearm again, and stand on your palms, knees, and the feet. The feet are also apart at the same distance as between the knee. Make sure the toes are pointed out. The elbows are straight, not bent. Breathe out completely before we start the movement. While breathing in, rise your head, bring the spine to concave position without moving the knees and the legs. Hold there for a couple of seconds, and while breathing out, bring the head and neck down and the spine to the convex position. Let the eyes be closed through this process. Breathe in and come to the concave position of the spine. Breathe out and to the convex position of the spine. Repeat this for about 5 times. That is cat breathing or Marjariasana breathing. Now we go to the last of the breathing exercise, that is rabbit breathing or Shashankasana breathing. To practice this, we sit in Vajrasana, the diamond pose. To adapt this posture, place your buttocks on your heels, bending your legs at the knee. Clasp your hands behind the back. This is a sitting posture. Let the toes be pointed out. Make sure the spine is erect and takes the natural curve near your tailbone. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in, and while breathing out, bend your trunk forward from the hip and place your forehead on the floor near to the knee. Make sure you're bending from your lower back and not from your upper back. And while breathing in, rise your body back to Vajrasana. Breathing out, bend forward. Breathing in, rise up. We shall repeat it for 5 times. Breathing out, you bend forward. That completes Shashankasana or rabbit breathing. With this, we complete the chapter of basic breathing exercises. Surya Namaskar or Sun Salutation. As the name itself indicates, it is a technique to give salutations and namaskar to the sun god and ask for his blessings. This is a complete yogic exercise by itself. It has a series of 12 posture salutations to sun god in a cyclical manner. It addresses almost all the joints and muscles of the body. It helps to tone up the functioning of our respiratory, digestive, circulatory, musculoskeletal, and nervous system. Make sure you keep your eyes closed through the practice of sun salutation. Here we stand erect from head to toe. Place your hands in Namaskar position, which is done with the palms of your hands touching on your chest at the level of your heart. The fingers are pointing towards the sky. The forearms and the shoulders can be well rested. The distance between the feet is about 1.5 feet. We start with the counts. 1. Ardha Chakrasana. Breathing in, rise your arms, bend your spine backwards, starting from the lower back. The arms are placed next to the ears without any discomfort. Make sure not to bend your knees. Stay still in the same posture for about 10 seconds. Now go to position number 2, Padahastasana. Now bend forward from the Sthiti position to bring the palms of your hands near to the feet. While bending forward, make sure you bend from your lower spine. If possible, touch your knee to the forehead. If not, stay wherever you are comfortable. Stay in this position for about 10 seconds. Now, 3. In this position, while breathing in from the previous posture, place your palms of your hands next to the feet. Then take your right foot backwards and stretch it behind your body with your toes pointed out and knee comfortably on the floor. The left foot remains in between the line of the hands on the floor. Make sure to nicely stretch your spine from the tail to the neck in a concave shape. Keep your eyes closed and stay in this position for about 10 to 15 seconds comfortably. Next, 4. Breathing out in continuation with the previous posture. Now place your left foot besides the right foot. Make sure to keep your toes pointed towards the head and your whole body is straight and inclined at about 45 degrees. The weight of your body is mostly on the palms and partially on the feet. 5. Shashankasana. Breathing in, rest your knees on the floor with your toes pointed out. While breathing out, push your lower back and place your hips on the heels of your feet. Place the head on the floor The arms and shoulders are well rested on the floor from the elbows to the fingers. Maintain the posture for about 10 to 15 seconds with normal breathing. Now proceed further for 6 Sastanga Namaskar. Breathing in, lift your hips from the heels and push forward while breathing out. To place your forehead, chest, abdomen on the floor flat. Make sure not to disturb the placement of your palms and the toes and relax completely well in this posture for about 10 to 15 seconds. 7. Breathing in, rise your forehead, neck, chest and abdomen only up to the groin. Make sure to rise only to the extent possible and if possible straighten your elbows without changing the position of your palms and the feet. Toes are pointed out. This is also called the cobra pose. Stay in this for about 10 to 15 seconds with normal breathing. Now go to 8 Parvatasana, the mountain pose. Breathing out, we rise our hips, lower spine to bring the body to an inverted V position. If possible, try to place your heels on the floor. The elbows are straightened and knees are locked. Stay in the posture again for 10 to 15 seconds without holding the breath. Next, the 9. Breathing in, push your right foot forward to bring it between the palms and in line with it. The spine is brought to the concave position, well stretched with neck well extended. The left knee, foot and the toe are placed on the floor, which is the similar position as position 3. Stay in the same posture again for 10 to 15 seconds with normal breathing. Enjoy the stretch. Now 10 Padahastasana. Breathing out, bring your left foot also forward in line with the right foot and the palms to the forward bending position, which is same as position 2. Stay in the posture 10 to 15 seconds with normal breathing. Now 11 Ardha Chakrasana. Breathing in, rise both your arms, spine, trunk to backward bending posture as the position 1. Stay in the posture for 10 to 15 seconds with normal breathing. Now 12 Sthiti. Back to the Sthiti normal position where we started with your palms of the hands joined at the level of the heart, finger pointed to the sky. This completes the full cycle of Surya Namaskar. We repeat this for about 12 times. One, backward bend. 2, forward bend. 3, one leg forward, 4. Both the legs backward and straight like a slope. 5. Shashankasan. Place your knees on the floor, slide back your hips to the heels and the forehead on the floor. 6. Sastanga Namaskar. Slide forward and place your forehead on the floor. 7. Bhujangasan. Breathing in, rise up like a cobra. Your forehead, neck, chest, and abdomen only up to the groin. 8. Parvatasan. The mountain pose. Breathing out, rise your hips to the inverted V position. 9. Breathing in, the right foot forward, in between the palms, and bring the spine to the concave position, well stretched. 10. Padahastasana, same as position 2. 11. Same as position 1, backward bend, Ardha Chakrasana. And 12. Back to Sthiti, the initial position. One, backward bend. 2, forward bend. 3, one leg forward. 4, both the legs backward and straight like a slope. 5. Shashankasan. Place your knees on the floor, slide back your hips to the heels and the forehead on the floor. 6. Sastanga Namaskar. Slide forward and place your forehead on the floor. 7. Bhujangasan. Breathing in, rise up like a cobra. Your forehead, neck, chest, and abdomen only up to the groin. 8. Parvatasana, the mountain pose. Breathing out, rise your hips to the inverted V position. Nine, breathing in, the right foot forward, in between the palms, and bring the spine to the concave position, well stretched. 10. Padahastasana, same as position 2. 11. Same as position 1, backward bend, Ardha Chakrasana. And 12. Back to Sthiti, the initial position. That completes the Surya Namaskar. Now we are ready for the next leg of our practice, the asanas, our postures. Postures are the third leg in Ashtanga Yoga. Their main focus is on musculoskeletal system of our bodies. They help us to improve the flexibility of the joints, build strength and flexibility to our muscles, and thereby increase the strength of the bones. The important aspect while practicing asanas is to make sure that we have complete awareness of the stretches in our joints and muscles. At the same time, the awareness on the breathing pattern while practicing asanas are also important. Though our primary awareness is on the physical body. I would like to emphasize that we need to bring about more awareness about the process of doing asanas rather than the perfection of an asana or a posture. Practicing all of the asanas should lead us to effortlessness and complete comfort according to Patanjali Yoga Sutras. This is a brief about what asanas are. We have 4 sets of asanas to practice. They are standing, supine, lying on the back, prone, lying on the abdomen, and sitting. Each set of postures will have about 4 to 5 practices for ourselves. Let us begin first with the standing postures or standing asanas. The first in standing postures is Tadasana, the mountain posture. To start off, stand in a very comfortable posture. Allow a distance of about 1 foot between your legs. Make sure to distribute the weight of the body equally on both the legs and knees. The knees are not locked. They are rather held straight without any strain. The arms are beside your body without any discomfort, and the shoulders are well relaxed. Close your eyes. Breathe out before starting. Now raise both your arms with palms facing the floor while breathing very gently and with complete awareness. At the shoulder, breathe out and turn your palm upwards, facing the ceiling or the sky. Breathing in further, raise your arms to bring them next to the ears. Now open your eyes, fix your vision onto a particular point in front of you. Breathing out, rise your heels and balance the whole body on the toes without moving your eyes. Maintain the posture as long as you can by bringing your awareness on the toes, feet, the calves, stretched arms, and the spine. Make sure the breathing is quite normal and it is not held within your chest. Maintain the posture as long as you can comfortably. Enjoy the stretches. Now breathing in, gently release your heels, bring them down to the floor and close your eyes. Breathing out, release your arms down with your palms facing the sky or ceiling. At the shoulder, breathing in, turn your palms down. Breathing out, bring your arms down next to the body with complete awareness of the weight of the arms and the gravitational pull. This is Tadasana. If you want, you can repeat it once again in the same manner. The next asana is Vrikshasana, the tree posture. This is a very good balancing posture. Make sure to keep your eyes open to master this posture. Place your legs together and arms beside your body. Make sure to take the support of the wall or any other object while performing this balance. Now bend your right leg with the knee pointing outwards and place your right foot on the left inner thigh in such a way that the heel is facing the groin and the toes are facing the left foot. The important technique is to put enough pressure from the heel onto the thigh to get a better balance. Now fix your vision onto one particular point in front of you and do not move your eyes. With this balance, raise both your arms, hands joined to Namaskar position on the top of your head. Maintain this posture with normal breathing, fixing your eyes on one point as long as possible. Now release your arms and bring them beside your body. Release your right foot to the floor. Repeat the same on the left side in the same manner and technique. Be aware of the practice completely. This posture helps us to get focus, centered, both physically and mentally. This is complete Vrikshasana. The third posture in our practice is Ardha Chakrasana or half wheel posture. Place your feet apart by 1 to 1.5 feet and firm on the floor. Place your palms on the waist with the fingers spread out and the thumbs facing each other on the lower back. Take a deep breath and while breathing out, bend backwards from the waist without moving the feet. Bend backwards as much as possible without any strain on the lower back or abdomen. If possible, keep your eyes closed to improve the awareness. Your complete awareness is on the stretch in the abdomen and the pressure in the lower back. The breathing is quite normal in the final posture. While breathing in, rise your trunk and come back to normal position smoothly without any jerky or sudden movements. Release your arms while breathing out. This could be repeated if you need to. This is complete Ardha Chakrasana. The fourth posture in our practice now is Padahastasana, hands to feet pose. This is complementary posture to Ardha Chakrasana, the previous one. While standing, make sure to distribute the weight of the body equally on both the legs and knees. The arms are besides your body without any discomfort and the shoulders are all relaxed. Close your eyes. Breathe out before starting the posture. Now rise both the arms with palms facing the floor while breathing in very gently and slowly. With complete awareness. Feel the gravitational force and the weight of the arms while raising them. At the shoulders, breathe out, turn your palm upwards facing the ceiling or sky. Now breathing in, rise both the arms and bring them next to the ears. While breathing out, bend forwards from the waist and hip. Make sure not to bend from the lower back with the arms next to the ear until the hands reach the feet or legs. Make sure that your arms are pretty free, relaxed, including the palms and the fingers. Let the neck also be erect and relaxed. Don't make your neck muscles tight while practicing this. If possible, try to bring your forehead to your knee. Maintain the posture with complete awareness of the stretch in the lower back and pressure in the abdominal muscles. Make sure to breathe normally while in posture. Maintain it as long as you can, as long as you're comfortable. Now gently rise your trunk upwards along with the arms while breathing into the position wherein the arms are besides the ears. Breathing out, release your arms down with the palms facing the ceiling or sky. At the shoulder level, breathe in, turn your palms down. Then breathing out, bring your arms down next to the body with complete awareness of the weight of the arms and gravitational pull. This is complete Padahastasana. The fifth asana in our practice is Ardha Chakrasana, lateral arc posture. Stand with your legs apart by about 2 to 2.5 feet. Make sure to keep your eyes closed. Both the arms and shoulders are well relaxed. With complete awareness of the movement, raise your arm, only the right, with the palm facing the floor as you breathe in up to the shoulders. At the shoulder level, breathe out, turn your palm up, facing the sky or ceiling. Breathing in, rise your arm further until the arm is besides the ear. Breathing out, bend your waist laterally as much as possible without any support from the left arm. Let the left arm be relaxed and free. Maintain the posture as long as possible with normal breathing. Enjoy the stretch on the right of the waist and the pressure on the left of the waist. Now breathing in, bring back your waist to normal position with the right arm besides the ear. Breathing out, release your right arm with the palm facing the ceiling down to the shoulder. At the shoulder, breathe in, turn your palm down, facing the floor. Then breathing out, bring your right arm down next to your body. Following the stretch on the right side of the waist, we can feel that part to be much lighter than the other side. Enjoy that feeling. To complete the same feeling on the left side, repeat the same on left side also. This posture gives us a complete three-dimensional awareness of the body. Enjoy the stretches, become one with it. Even though there is some unpleasant feeling, it's a pleasant pain. That is complete Ardha Kati Chakrasana. The sixth posture we are into is Trikonasana, the triangle pose. Standing up with your legs wide apart at a distance of 2.5 to 3 feet. Make sure to have a firm grip of the feet on the floor or mat. Place your right foot perpendicular to the left foot. Breathing in, rise both the arms up to the shoulders. Breathing out, now bend your body towards the right side and place your right palm on the right shin bone without bearing the weight of the body on the bone. Let the left arm and palm be in line with right shoulder and arm. Turn your neck towards the left arm tip and focus on the tip of the fingers. Maintain the posture with normal breathing as long as possible without any discomfort. Your complete focus is on the stretch at the waist, thighs, shoulder and neck. Breathing in, rise your right arm and lower your left arm to be in line along the shoulders. We shall repeat the same on the left side also. Now turn your left foot perpendicular to the right foot. Take a deep breath in. While breathing out, bend at the waist towards the left side and place your left palm on the left shin bone. Let the right arm and palm be in line with the left shoulder and arm. Maintain with normal breathing as long as possible without any strain. Breathing in, rise your left arm and lower your right arm to be in line along with the shoulders. Breathing out, lower both the arms to bring them next to your body. Now turn your left foot straight and bring your feet together. And that completes Trikonasana. The last of the asanas in standing position is Parshvottanasana, intense sideways stretch posture. Let the legs be apart from each other by about 2 feet. Turn your right foot at 90 degrees to the left foot. Let the left foot also be turned by about 60 to 70 degrees. Now turn your waist, torso and hips towards the right foot. Clasp your hands, holding the right wrist with the left hand or vice versa at the back. Take a deep breath in, and while breathing out, bend forward from the hip joint and try to bring your forehead to the knee. Maintain the posture with normal breathing as long as possible. While breathing in, rise your torso back to normal position. Straighten your feet and the torso to the initial position. Repeat the same on the other side also. Enjoy the stretches in the practice. This is a very good practice for your abdominals, the back, and even the hamstrings. This is complete Parshvottanasana. Next set of postures we are going to practice is supine postures. Supine postures are known to keep the health of the back and the abdomen very well. The first of the postures to be practiced is Urdhva Prasarita Padasana or straight leg rise. Now we lie down on the floor with both legs together and the arms tucked below the hips for support. There are two variations in this posture practice. The first one is practiced with one leg and the second one is with both the legs together. Make sure to keep your eyes closed. Breathe out completely before starting. While breathing in, rise your right leg without bending your knee from the hip joint straight to the extent possible. It can be at 30 degrees, 60 degrees, or even at 90 degrees. Now pull your toes towards the body and feel the stretch in the calves. Hold the posture as long as possible with normal breathing and without holding your breath. While breathing out, gently and with complete control, release your leg down to the floor without dropping them abruptly. Repeat the same process with the left leg also. Enjoy the stretches. Feel your abdomen, feel your lower back. Enjoy the practice. Have complete awareness on the practice you're doing. That's the whole purpose of the yoga practice. Once we complete with each one of the legs, now we rise both the legs together with knees straight and pulling your toes towards the body. The legs are almost at 90 degrees from the floor. Feel the abdomen, feel your back. This tones up your abdominal muscles, strengthens the hamstrings. Now gently release as you breathe out with complete control. And relax, releasing your arms. This is Urdhva Prasarita Padasana. The second posture in the supine set is Jatara Parivartanasana or lumbar stretch. The arms are spread out at the shoulder level. Your legs are placed together. Fold both the legs with the feet on the floor at the knee. Make sure to place the feet as near as possible to the hips. Take a deep breath. While breathing out, lower your legs to the right and turn your neck to the left side of your body. This is a very good posture for the back, spine and the abdomen. Make sure that the left knee is placed over the right knee and the left foot over the right foot. Enjoy the stretch and twist in the lower back and spine. Hold the posture as long as you can and enjoy the position with normal breathing. While breathing in, bring back your legs and neck back to normal position as we started. Now breathing out, lower your legs towards the left and neck towards the right side of your body in the opposite direction. Enjoy this stretch. Now breathing in, bring back your legs and neck to the initial position and relax them by stretching your legs. This is lumbar stretch or Jatara Parivartanasana. We proceed further to the third practice in the supine set, that is crossed leg lumbar stretch, which is the variation of the previous practice. Your legs are placed together along with the arms next to your body. The arms are spread out at the shoulder level. The neck is erect and the eyes are closed. Fold both the legs with your feet on the floor. The feet are as near as possible to the hips. Now cross your right leg over the left in such a way that the right knee is placed over the left knee. Take a deep breath. While breathing out, lower your legs to the left and turn your neck to the right of your body. Enjoy the stretch and the twist in the lower back and spine. Hold the posture as long as you can and enjoy it with normal breathing. While breathing in, bring back your legs and neck to the initial position. Now cross your left leg over the right in such a way that the left knee is placed above the right knee. Now take a deep breath. While breathing out, lower your legs and turn your neck. Enjoy the stretch and twist. Maintain the posture as long as possible without any discomfort. While breathing in, bring back your legs and neck back to normal position as we started with. Breathing out, relax your legs and neck to the initial position. This is complete crossed leg lumbar stretch. The fourth practice in supine set is Pavan Muktasana, the air release posture. This is a posture which would help in bringing about a state of homeostasis in abdominal organs and the spinal column. Lie down on the floor with face up, arms and palms beside your body. The legs are placed together along with the feet. The neck is erect and eyes are closed. Breathing in, rise the right leg only straight up to 60 degrees from the hip joint. Breathing out, bend the leg and grab the knee and the shin bone with your arms, with the palms and fingers locked. Breathe in deeply. While breathing out, rise your head and touch your knee with the forehead if possible. Otherwise, maintain wherever you can comfortably. Hold the position for some time with a comfortable breathing pattern. While breathing in, release your head to the floor and breathe out. Make sure not to release your feet and loosen your arms, as we have to repeat it again. Breathe in deeply, and while breathing out, bring your forehead again to the knee and hold on. Breathing in, release your head and neck to the floor and breathe out. Now release your arms, and while breathing in, straighten your leg. While breathing out, release your leg down to the floor with control, slowly and gently, without letting go abruptly to the floor. We shall repeat the same on the other leg also in the same manner. Pavan Muktasana is recommended for good digestion, for the good health of the back, and also to keep our abdomen flat. This is complete Pavan Muktasana. The next practice is Setu Bandhasana or the bridge posture. While lying on the floor with your feet together and arms along your body and your eyes closed. Now bend both the legs and place your feet flat on the floor. Let there be a distance of 2 feet between your feet. Make sure the feet are quite firm on the floor. Now place your palms at the waist and well spread out. Take a deep breath in. While breathing out, rise your lower back, then your waist to the extent possible. To facilitate the lift, try to bring the elbows towards the body, give a push to the lower back and rise it. Maintain the posture comfortably with normal breathing. Let the focus be on the lower back, abdomen, neck and the shoulders. While breathing in gently and softly, release your lower back to the floor and relax your arms and legs. This is Setu Bandhasana. Having completed the supine postures, lying on the back, now we go to the next set of postures, the prone, lying on the abdomen. The first of them is Makharasana, the crocodile posture. This is a relaxing one. We lie down on the floor with face down. Let the legs be wide apart in such a way that both the heels face each other. The arms are bent at the elbows and placed above the head. The forehead can be rested on the dorsal part of the palms and relaxed. Breathe normally in the final posture and maintain the posture as long as possible according to your comfort. Catch up with your breath, relax your body and get ready for the next set of posture practice. That is Makarasana. Now we shall go for Bhujangasana, the cobra posture, one of the very popular and important practices in yoga. In the prone position, bring your legs together with the toes pointed outside. The palms are placed beside the chest and forehead on the floor. Breathe out completely before beginning the practice. While breathing in, raise your forehead, neck, shoulder, chest, and the abdomen up to the groin and look towards the sky or ceiling. Make sure not to raise the thighs. If possible, straighten your elbows. Otherwise, raise your upper body only to the extent possible without any strain on the spine. While being in the posture and eyes closed, feel the compression in the spine, stretch in the abdomen and the chest. While breathing out, let your abdomen, chest, neck, shoulder, and face down to the floor and relax. That completes Bhujangasana. The next one is Shalabhasana or locust posture. We are in the prone position. Join your legs and feet together with the toes pointing out. Make a fist of your palm and place it below the thigh for support. Let your chin be on the floor. Breathing in, raise your right leg with the knee straight from the hip joint and hold the posture as long as you can. Breathing out, release your right leg down to the floor with control and without hitting the floor abruptly. Now we shall repeat the same on the left leg. Breathing in, raise your left leg with the knee straight and hold on there to the extent possible. Breathing out, release your left leg down to the floor and relax. This is Shalabhasana. Now let us proceed further for the next posture, Dhanurasana, the bow posture. Now fold both your legs at the knee with your chin on the floor. Catch both the ankles with the respective palms. Take a deep breath in and rise your legs by pulling from the arms and rise your head, neck, and the chest simultaneously. This is a very good posture both for the abdomen and even the lower back. Hold the posture as long as you're comfortable and breathing out, gently release your leg and then the upper trunk. Then release your arms and relax. That is Dhanurasana. We'll proceed further now to Navasana or the boat posture. This is the combination of Bhujangasana and Shalabhasana. Stretch your arms forward with the elbows straight besides the head and ears with palms facing the floor. Make sure to place your forehead on the floor. While breathing in one single movement, rise the legs, arms, chest, shoulder, and balance the whole body on the abdomen in the form of a boat. Maintain the posture as long as possible without any strain. This is one of the postures where you have to hold your breath in the final position. The last one to complete the prone position or prone postures is Shashankasana, the rabbit pose. Having completed the prone postures, which emphasize the backward bending of the spine and body, we need to complement them with the forward stretch while finishing this set of postures. From the prone position, rise your lower back while bending the legs and placing the hips on the heels with the forehead on the floor and the arms besides the head on the floor. Maintain the posture as long as possible comfortably. Then rise up to the sitting posture for sitting posture practice. Now we are into the last leg of asana practice, the sitting postures. The first one of them is Baddha Konasana or butterfly loosening. This is a quite important practice for the next set of postures we are going to practice. Be comfortably seated on the floor with both the legs stretched and together. Now bend both the legs in such a way that the soles of your feet start touching each other in the Namaskar position. Grasp your feet with both the palms and the fingers and lock them up. Your trunk is on the pelvic bones and not on the lower lumbar spine. Make sure to have the back erect. Now shake both the legs just like the wings of a butterfly for about 10 times. This movement happens at the hip joints, which would help to stretch the perineum, pelvic region and improve the flexibility of the hip joint. After having done the practice for 10 times, just release your legs and relax them. With regular practice, you should be able to touch your knees to the floor. This is Baddha Konasana or butterfly loosening. Continue to hold the same position. We go for the next one, the Kurmasana or tortoise posture. Make sure to have the back erect with the weight of the body on the pelvic bones. The arms have locked the soles and the feet. Eyes are closed. Take a deep breath in, and while breathing out, bend forward from the hips and if possible try to touch your feet with the forehead. Maintain the posture, feel the pressure in the abdomen, stretch in the spine with normal breathing. While breathing in, rise your forehead and the trunk back to initial position from where we started. Relax your arms, shoulders and legs. That completes Kurmasana. The next practice is Janushirasana or Janushirasana, the head to knee posture. This is again a forward bending posture. The arms are placed next to the body. Place your left leg at an obtuse angle and bend the right leg, placing the right sole on the inner thigh of the left leg. Now rise both the arms while breathing in and bring them next to your ears. While breathing out, bend forward from the left hip towards the left leg and try to grab the left foot with the left palms and the arms. If possible, try to bring your forehead to the knee. Make sure not to bend the knee. Feel the stretch in your left calf, hamstring, and the pressure in the abdomen, along with the stretch in the lower back. Maintain the posture as long as possible, comfortably. While breathing in, raise your trunk and the arms. Now breathing out, release your arms to bring them down along your body. Now repeat the same with the right leg similarly. Enjoy the stretch. Sometimes it can be pleasant pain, which is quite okay as long as it is not painful stretch. Once you complete on the right side, that is done with Janu Shirsasana. The next posture we are going to practice is Paschimottanasana, intense forward bending posture. Sit quite comfortably wherein your legs are stretched out and next to each other. The back is erect and the weight of the body is on the pelvic bones. The arms are placed besides your body. Now rise both the arms together while breathing in and bring them next to the ears. While breathing out, bend forward from the hip joint and touch your feet with your hands. Try to grasp them with both the hands. Make sure not to bend the knees, and if possible, touch your knees with your forehead. Maintain the posture as long as possible while breathing normally. Feel the pressure on the abdomen and the stretch in the hamstrings, lower back, and the calf muscles. While breathing in, rise your arms and the chest and come back to the initial position where we started. Breathing out, release your arms, place them along your body. That is complete Paschimottanasana. Now we are into the last asana practice, Ustrasana, the camel pose. After having practiced several forward bending posture, it is mandatory for us to complement them with the backward bending posture. Let us stand on our knees with the distance between the knee equal to the length of the forearm. Make sure the legs are parallel to each other and the toes are pointed out. Now place your arms on the waist with the thumbs placed on the lower back and facing each other. The rest of the fingers are placed on the waist and spread out to get a firm grip and balance. Now take a deep breath in. While breathing out, bend backwards from your lower back as much as possible and maintain the posture while breathing normally and placing your palms on the respective heels, only in case you have good flexibility. In case you cannot, you can just stay before that by placing your palms on the waist and not bend beyond that. While being in the posture, just allow your head to just relax while bending backwards. Breathing in, raise your head back and the arms back to the posture where we started with. To complete this practice, sit in Vajrasana, the diamond pose, and bend forward just like in the rabbit breathing technique, and give a good forward stretch for the spine. This is Ustrasana. With this, we have completed all the asana practice possible for a basic yoga practice. Would like to share one important aspect is try to begin your practice as a beginner by repeating asanas and holding it for a very short time, say for about 5 to 10 seconds. And as you improve your practice and get better and better, you can repeat each posture only once, but holding it for a longer duration. Say maybe 15 seconds, 30 seconds, or even 45 seconds, or up to a minute, depending on your abilities. Thank you. Now we are entering to one of the most important yogic practices, the shavasana, the corpse pose. This is a great asana to relax our body, breath and mind, and to de-stress us. It's mandatory for all the yoga practitioners to conclude their yoga session by practicing shavasana. Lie down on your yoga mat with your face up. Keep your legs wide apart without any strain on the hips. The arms are away from the body with the palms facing up comfortably. The neck is allowed to loosen up by giving a few shakes on right and left. The arms are away from the body with good shake, and find your own comfortable position. Eyes are completely closed with a gentle way. Now let go the whole body, right from top of the head till the toes without holding anything. Let go all the muscles, joints, ligaments, even the bones. It's our practice and tendency to hold our body for several activities throughout the day against the gravitational pull. This is the only posture in which we don't need to hold anything. Here we are not acting against the gravitational pull, but instead surrendering ourselves to the gravitational pull and transferring the whole weight of the body onto the floor. Now the whole body is completely let gone. The legs, the arms, the back, abdomen, head, neck, face is absolutely relaxed. To proceed further, now we transfer our focus towards the breath and the breathing. Forget about the physical body and start feeling the breath. Every time we breathe in, the abdomen and the chest expands. When we breathe out, it settles down. Visualize this. Ignore all the thoughts and disturbances around you. Continue to feel the breath. Enjoy that feeling. Now let us move more deeper and expand the same awareness throughout the body. Imagine the whole body as one single object. Every time you breathe in, imagine the whole body expanding with energy. Every time you breathe out, the whole body settles down and relaxes. You're breathing in and energizing, breathing out and relaxing. Relax. Just relax. Now you're completely relaxed. Enjoy that state of body and mind. Maintain the same relaxation throughout the day in all your activities. Now, without disturbing your relaxation, gently join your legs together, arms next to the body. Now take your right hand on the top of the head and place it on the floor. Bend your left leg at the knee and place the foot on the floor. Now turn the whole body to the right and rise up to the sitting posture. This is complete shavasana, or the relaxation pose, or even you may call it as the corpse pose. That completes the full set of asana practice.